Hello, folks. Anshul here. Welcome to another episode of Rich Beyond Your Wildest Dreams. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. So, today, I don't want to talk about money. Today, I don't want to talk about financial freedom. But today, I want to talk about something which is even more special and even more close to me. And this is something that I really want to share with you. That today, I want to talk to you about our teachers in life, about our mentors in life. So मेरे को ये लगता है कि हमारी जिंदगी फ्रॉम द टाइम वी हैव टेकन बर्थ टू द टाइम वेयर वी आर इन लाइफ राइट नाउ, चाहे आप बहुत सक्सेसफुल है, चाहे आपके पास बहुत पैसा है, चाहे आपकी रिलेशनशिप्स बहुत अच्छी हैं, या चाहे आप इतने सक्सेसफुल नहीं हैं, चाहे आप एक फाइनेंशियल स्ट्रगल में हैं, आप जहां भी अपनी लाइफ में हैं, एज अ स्टूडेंट, एज अ वर्कर, एज अ हाउस maker, anything, anywhere you are as a person, it is only and only because of the teachers or the mentors that we've had in our life. हम लोग जब से पैदा हुए थे, we were like an empty vessel. We were an empty vessel. But with time, people taught us new things. With time, we learned new skills, and that's what made us who we are today. I'm sure the most and the most successful people, even if you take Steve Jobs or Jeff Bezos, whoever you think is successful, has had a teacher in his life, has had a mentor in his life. And कहीं ना कहीं वो mentors की, वो teachers की बताई हुई, चाहे वो हमारे parents थे, चाहे वो friends थे, चाहे relatives थे, चाहे school के teachers थे, चाहे college के teachers थे, चाहे आपका boss थे, मतलब कोई ना कोई जनान. Teacher does not mean someone who's teaching you directly, but someone even who taught you something indirectly, maybe a failure, maybe something as big as a failure, who taught you anything, was your teacher. And because Teachers Day has just gone in, today I want to make myself go back to those people, go back to them and see what we learned from them and what we are applying from them. Because ultimately मुझे लगता है कि हमारी जो पर्सनालिटी है, हमारा जो एटीट्यूड है, दैट इज द एटीट्यूड, दैट इज द पर्सनालिटी ऑफ ऑल आवर टीचर्स. एवरीवन हु हैज taught us even one thing or 1,000 things, but ultimately we as a person have been carved out of them. We as a person are made from them. So honestly, if anyone who's very successful or anyone who's anywhere in life, we as a person are just a means. We as a person are just the means, but we have applied the learnings of our teacher, we have applied what life taught us, maybe some failures taught us, and we are just a means to an end. We are just a means to an end. So today I want to share, I've had so many teachers in my life who have made tremendous impact in my life. Like, just to give you an example, my teacher was my friends. So till the 8th standard, I was just an average student who was having 70% marks, was securing 65 to 75% marks. But in 9th, I became friends with someone, with a group of people, and because of them, my grade soared up to 95%. And because of them, I was able to secure an All India rank in CA. So my friends were my teachers. So teacher is not only someone who has taught us directly, but someone whose company also we have been and we have grown with them. So in my journey of personal development, I've had last 2 years, I have so many teachers. I've had so many teachers, and today I just want to take few minutes and I want to talk about them. I want to talk about one thing that I learned from them and I applied in my life. Like, I learned so many things from them, but today I want to talk only of one thing that is really close to my heart of all these teachers, and I applied them in my life. Yes. So these are teachers whom I personally met, whose audio tapes, whose videos I've watched, whose video courses I've done, whose books I've read, and who I've watched them on YouTube. Yes, YouTube is a very powerful medium, and believe me, these teachers, most of them I've not met in person, but I've watched their videos and I've just done what they've said. So today is about a gratitude of to all these teachers, to all these mentors in my life, and I just want to express a heartfelt gratitude because I am today because of them. I am today because of all of them. So today I want to share all my teachers in my personal development, in my self-development journey. Yeah, let's begin. So my first teacher, my first mentor is Baba Gurinder Singh ji. He's the head of Radha Swami sect, and I've been meeting him. I've been going to the Dera since I was 1.5 years old, and he talks about so many things. And he's someone who's the first. He's actually the first person who has made a deep impact in my life. And he talks about a lot of spiritual things, but the one life thing that I have taken from him, one life skill, one life thing I've taken from him is that he says that don't judge anyone. And he says that कि हमें किसी की परख नहीं करनी, हमें सही गलत की किसी इंसान की परख नहीं करनी, बिकॉज अगर हम किसी को जज करेंगे तो उसी मैट्रिक्स के अंदर उसके अंदर हम भी जज किए जाएंगे. सो वी एज ह्यूमंस आर नॉट एन अथॉरिटी टू जज अनदर पर्सन, एंड हमें उसकी परख में नहीं पड़ना. हमें जो सही है वो करना है, जो हमें सही लगता है, बट हमें सामने वाले को सही गलत के अंदर नहीं जाना. दैट इज द वन थिंग विच आई पर्सनली अप्लाई इन माई लाइफ. और समटाइम्स व्हेन आई गेट इन दैट जजमेंट, ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं जजमेंट में नहीं जाता, बट आई क्विकली स्नैप माई सेल्फ बैक दैट नहीं, मुझे इसकी परख नहीं करनी, मुझे उसके अंदर नहीं जाना. द सेकेंड of my mentors is Sister Shivani. Sister Shivani is the head of Brahma Kumari's organization. Amazing woman. So if you have not heard her speak, I really urge you to go and listen to her speak, because the way she speaks, it's like diamonds come out of her mouth. Like the way she speaks is so beautiful. It's so full of vibration. मतलब आपको उनकी कोई बात भी नहीं समझ आएगी ना, पर आप सिर्फ उन्हें सुन लोगे, you will feel so much peace in your life, you will feel so much humbleness in your life, and that is Sister Shivani. So what is the one thing that I apply of Sister Shivani in my life? What is that one thing? That is, Sister Shivani talks a lot about universal consciousness, that we as human souls, we are all, each and every one of us is universally connected, and we are all we are in a consciousness, we are in one universe, and our thoughts create our destiny. So sankalp se siddhi. So Sister Shivani basically says that what I apply of her is that हम लोग सब एक ही यूनिवर्स के पार्ट है, और हमारे थॉट्स सामने वाले तक जाते हैं. सो अगर मेरे को एक रिलेशनशिप इंप्रूव करना है, देन आई रियली हैव टू चेक व्हाट आर द थॉट्स that I'm sending to that person. It's like the vibration goes to that person, and it's like a game of ping pong. And that is why she says कि कई relationships ऐसे होते हैं जहाँ पर हम किसी के साथ मुंह पे बहुत अच्छे हैं, किसी के साथ घुल मिल के बात कर रहे हैं, बट फिर भी उतनी इंटीमेसी हमारी डेवलप नहीं हो पाती, या उतना प्यार, उतनी कंफर्टनेस डेवलप नहीं हो पाती, क्योंकि हम उसके बारे में सोच गलत रहे हैं, और हम फिजिकली एक्ट तो अच्छा कर रहे हैं, उसके सामने हंसी मजाक कर रहे हैं, खुश रह रहे हैं, बट क्योंकि मेरे थॉट्स वैसे हैं, इसलिए मेरा रिलेशनशिप कभी उतना स्ट्रांग नहीं हो पाता. सो दिस इज वन थिंग दैट आई हैव रियली अप्लाई. एंड अनदर थिंग आई वांट टू शेयर अबाउट सिस्टर शिवानी, बिकॉज शी मतलब इतनी सारी वो बातें करती है, बट बिकॉज इन दिस वीडियो आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट ओनली वन थिंग. अनदर थिंग आई विल शेयर इज सिस्टर शिवानी ऑलवेज सेज दैट यू हैव टू चेक व्हाट आर यू इन द रिलेशनशिप टू गिव. लाइक शी सेज कि आपका हाथ हमेशा ऐसे रहना चाहिए, ऐसे नहीं रहना चाहिए. And most of us have relationship issues because हम लोग हमेशा हर जने से यही देख रहे होते हैं कि इसने मेरे लिए क्या किया, इसने मुझे क्या दिया. So we are always like this, but our hand should always be like this. We should always be giving. Yeah? Are you ready for the next one? Yes? Next one is Les Brown, ladies and gentlemen. The amazing, he was one of the top international speakers rated by Toastmasters. And Les Brown is someone who has truly motivated me, he's truly changed. If I'm able to speak today in front of you, in front of camera, it's only and only because of him, because Les Brown has had a humble beginning. He was born in an abandoned building in Liberty City, Florida, Miami, and he was someone who was adopted, and he was labeled as educated, mentally retarded. So He was a brown boy who was adopted, who was abandoned after his birth. And from there, having no formal education, from there he's someone who became the best speaker in the world, who became an entrepreneur, and he's truly, and he's someone who's fought prostate cancer. He's truly a motivation. He's truly an inspiration. So the first thing that I like about, and I follow so many things about Les Brown. I apply so many things in my life of Les Brown that I'm gonna take additional time to tell you that. So the first thing that I apply is, if he can do it, I can do it. If Les Brown, who was born like this, who was abandoned, who did not have a formal education, if he could become the best speaker in the world, if he could motivate people, then I can also achieve my goals. I can also do. I have that greatness within me which Les Brown had. The second thing is, I must be willing to do the things today others won't do, in order to have the things tomorrow others won't have. Yes, a lot of things people won't do, people won't be willing to do, but I must be willing to do those things. I must be willing to do those things, and today, because I want to have other things tomorrow that others won't have. So if I want to have something tomorrow, I must be willing to do something today that others won't do. The next thing is, don't let others' opinion of you become your reality. Don't let others' opinion of you become your reality. And it is so true, it is so deep, because a lot of times some people have an opinion about us. Some people criticize us. Maybe some people, for example, someone who's watching this video might think that I'm bad, I'm not good, this is my problem, but I cannot let others' opinion of me become my reality. And that was happened something, it might have happened something with you, that someone told you that you're stupid or you cannot do it, you're insane. But can you let that person's opinion become your reality? Can you start acting stupid? Can you be a failure just because someone thinks you are a failure? Can you do that? And the answer is no. So don't let someone's opinion of you become your reality. And the last thing is that I really follow in my people day-to-day behavior, in my dealing with everyone. This is the fourth thing that I'm sharing with you, is what Les Brown says. He says, what shows up in conversation? What shows up in conversation, expectation shows up in behavior. So what a person is expecting is shown up in his behavior. For example, I say I want to be lean, I want to reduce my weight. But am I eating good food? Am I working out, or am I eating junk food? So a lot of people, when they come to you, and I want you to really apply this principle. A lot of people, when they come to you for a business meeting or this, they do a lot of promises. But you can see the way they're gonna act by the way they behave. So if someone's coming to meet you late for a meeting, is he gonna deliver your product on time? No. Because it's his behavior to be late. He will be late everywhere. If someone promises you something and he says he will do this, but he does not do that, will that person build a long-term partnership with you? The answer is no. So what shows up in conversation? Expectation shows up in behavior. Yeah. Are you ready for the next one? Let's go. And he is my, ladies and gentlemen, Harv Eker. So Harv Eker is the person whose program I first attended as a personal development program, the seminar workshop designed by him, I attended. And for Harv Eker is my personal, he's someone who's motivated me to learn so much, because Harv Eker's first line, which I personally apply in my life, is, my income will grow to the extent I grow. My income will grow to the extent I grow. And this is so true. This is so true, because if you think about it, that we are the machinery, we are the app, we are the software, we are the computer, and what people do is they keep upgrading the computer, they keep upgrading their app, but they don't upgrade themselves. And that is why I made this a principle, that my income will grow to the extent I grow. My income will grow to the extent I grow. And the next thing about Harv Eker is, What got you here? What got you here will not take you there. What got you here? जो प्रिंसिपल्स, जो फंडे, जो फॉर्मूले, जो सब चीजें, जो पर्सन यहां तक आ गया है, वो पर्सन आगे तक नहीं जाएगा. जो आपके गोल्स हैं, जो आपके एस्पिरेशंस हैं, वो अचीव करने के लिए आपको एक डिफरेंट पर्सन, एक डिफरेंट फॉर्मूला, एक डिफरेंट स्ट्रैटेजी, एक डिफरेंट फंडा लाइफ में बनाना पड़ेगा. So the strategy which has worked till this moment in your life will not take you there. Will not take you there. And this is the mistake a lot of people do, that they do the same things and they expect different results. They do the same things and they expect different results, but what got you here will not take you there. Yeah? Bring it on. Next guy is Mac Attram, ladies and gentlemen. Mac Attram was someone who was born in Ghana, shifted to United Kingdom, and he was someone who got himself in so much debt. He was in debt, and he was a student of Harv Eker. He was someone who's a student, who's a trainer, and Mac Attram, I have attended 2 programs with Mac Attram personally. But with Mac Attram, I'll just share one thing which I learned. Where I attended a workshop called the Gorilla Business Intensive, and I learned one thing, and that is that I want to be a big fish in a small pond. I want to be a big fish in a small pond. And that just means कि बहुत लोग लाइफ में बहुत अलग अलग एरियाज में काम करना चाहते हैं. बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, एक बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, 4 बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, 10 बिजनेस कर रहे हैं, अलग अलग बिजनेसेस कर रहे हैं, या ये भी कर रहे हैं, वो भी कर रहे हैं, ये भी कर रहे हैं, वो भी कर रहे हैं. So what I want to do from him is that I just want to clear my niche and I want to be a big fish in that. मेरे को सब कुछ नहीं करना. मतलब मैं for example I'm doing this podcast on financial freedom. Now I could do that on a lot of other things, but for now I just want to be a big fish in this small pond. That is the thing of Mac Attram which I apply. Do you think it's useful? The next one is Rahul Jain, and Rahul Jain sir has been so close to me. I've been with him for over 12 months now, over 1 year, and he's someone who's deeply impacted my life. He's someone, because मैं इतने टाइम उनके साथ रहा हूँ, like मेरी जिंदगी 12 महीने पहले, मेरा माइंड, मेरा थॉट प्रोसेस और 12 महीने बाद has completely changed. It has completely changed. So Rahul Jain sir is famous that he takes your business on autopilot, that you can work 1 day a week. And being with him, I've been able to free up so much of my time, because उनके systems, उनके life fundays apply करके मेरी पूरी life transform हो गई है, मेरी पूरी life transform हो गई है. And today I'm just gonna share 2-3 things of him which I repeat to myself every day, So the first one is that my accountability in business is percentage monthly growth in profits. बिजनेस ओनर्स को ना ये नहीं पता होता कि उनकी धंधे में जिम्मेवारी क्या है. उनको लगता है ये भी धंधे में जिम्मेवारी, ये भी है, ये भी है, ये भी है. बट विद राहुल जैन सर आई मेड माई सेल्फ क्लियर कि मेरी ना एक ही जिम्मेवारी है जिसमें सब कुछ आ जाता है, और वो है कि मुझे परसेंटेज मंथली ग्रोथ इन प्रॉफिट चाहिए धंधे के अंदर. मुझे परसेंटेज मंथली ग्रोथ इन प्रॉफिट चाहिए. द सेकेंड थिंग इज I've learned the science of manifestation from him. I've learned the science of law of attraction from him. Law of attraction उससे पहले मुझे पता था, but after Rahul Jain, it just opened up from me. I've done so many of his programs on attraction, and one thing that he says, which I applied to the core, is don't how it, just allow it in your life. Just allow it to flow in your life. You just manifest in the universe and let it flow. Let the universe do it for you. And the third thing that I follow is, this is one line which Rahul Jain said when he starts the manifestation workshop. और ये line पता नहीं क्यों, but ये line मेरे साथ रह गई है, मतलब ये मेरे अंदर रह गई है. And that is that my life has become a magic story. मेरी ना जिंदगी एक magic story है. And magic मतलब total magic. And क्या होता है magic में? मैजिक में वो सब इनक्रेडिबल चीजें होती हैं जो दिखती नहीं है पर वो हो रही होती हैं. एंड दिस इज द लाइन आई वेक माई सेल्फ अप टू एवरी डे. और हर दिन मैं यही सोचता हूँ, मेरी जिंदगी ना एक मैजिक स्टोरी है. Yeah. The next one is Rhonda Byrne, and Rhonda Byrne is someone who's given me immense development in terms of making me a grateful person. I've watched The Secret. I've read the book The Secret. Then I went on to read another book called The Power, and then I went on to practice her book, which is Magic. The book's name is The Magic, and Rhonda Byrne, and I've done magic for about 3 times now, and Rhonda Byrne has made me such a person who's made me full of gratitude, because एक लाइन जो रोंडा बर्न की है जो मेरे साथ रह गई है वो ये है कि whoever has gratitude will have abundance in life and whoever does not have gratitude will have taken away what even he or she has with him. So मैं जब उठता हूँ मेरी पूरी जिंदगी एवरीथिंग इन एवरी सिचुएशन में बस ये ढूंढ रहा आई एम जस्ट सेइंग थैंक यू, आई एम जस्ट सेइंग थैंक यू. मतलब उसमें एक एक्सरसाइज है ग्रैटिट्यूड रॉक, और वो ग्रैटिट्यूड रॉक मैं अपने साथ हमेशा लेके चलता हूँ. सो मेरी पूरी बीइंग लाइक इवन देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज मैजिक स्टेप्स, कि जब वॉक कर रहे हैं तो स्टेप आई टेक आई से थैंक यू. सो a lot of her things I've just applied in my day-to-day life, like even when the moment I get up, the moment I put my steps on the ground, the moment I'm getting ready, there's so much gratitude. I fill myself up. I've put on gratitude chart in front of me which I read the first thing in the morning when I wake up. So Rhonda Byrne has been successful in, so she is someone who's made me so much gratitude, and really there's my life with Rhonda's magic book, by doing this practice of gratitude, it has completely altered, it has completely transformed. In every situation now I'm first being grateful for that situation. अगर कुछ गलत भी हो रहा होता है, first being what is the gratitude, what is being thankful about it. Yeah. Next I want to talk about is Reverend Ike. Yes, Reverend Ike. And Reverend Ike was he was an evangelist in a church in New York. He was someone who uses the teachings of Bible, and he uses those teachings to make us live a more prosperous and have more money in life. And Reverend Ike is someone who says that Bible is a theological book, and he interprets Bible in the sense that how Bible is meant to give you a lot more prosperity in life, how Bible is there to make you rich in life. And I followed Reverend Ike even right today. I've watched his video because he's someone who has really conditioned me. His words are someone who have really conditioned me. So and if you see his picture also with Rolls Royce, so he says that he eliminates this belief a lot of people have that we are born poor or money is evil. He's completely eliminated that belief. So the first thing that I follow of Reverend Ike is the law of I am. The law of I am. So Reverend Ike ये बोलते हैं कि I am is God. I am is God. मतलब I am अगर आप किसी चीज पे बोलोगे तो वो चीज आपके साथ लाइफ में होने लग जाएगी. I am अगर आप किसी चीज के साथ बोलोगे तो वो चीज होने लग जाएगी. मतलब अगर आप बोलने लग जाओगे कि I am sick, I am poor, I don't have money, या आप बोलोगे कि I am healthy, I am rich, I am a good manifester of money. So whatever you attach I am to, you will become that person. That will start happening with you. And I have taught this, like I've taken this law and I've taught this to my kids at my home also. So my niece, she always says that I'm the best painter, I'm the best speaker. So this is one law which I want you to apply in your life, that don't say what you don't want. So if you don't have money, don't say I'm poor. And he uses this line of Bible which says that let the weak say I'm strong. Let the weak say I'm strong, and that is the law of I am. So always say what you want. The next thing is that I've even shared in my episode, even his name I've taken in my one of the episodes, is that I need to be rich at the spiritual level of money. So there are 3 levels of money. There's the material level of money, which is the money in the physical form. There's the spiritual, there's the psychological level of money, and then there's the spiritual level of money. So we need to within ourselves be rich at the spiritual level, and then we will be rich at the material level. And the last thing is that get it first in your mind. Anything that you want, a relationship, money, anything that you want, even a chain turned around in a small situation, you have to first get it in your mind. Everything starts with the mind. And that is why the Bible also says that be you not be informed, but be you transformed with the renewing of your mind. So if you want to transform something, if you want to transform your situation in life, you have to transform your mind first. आपको ना यहाँ से चेंज करना पड़ेगा तो चीजें बाहर चेंज होंगी. आपको यहाँ से चेंज करना पड़ेगा, आपको अपना माइंड ट्रांसफॉर्म करना पड़ेगा तो वो बाहर चेंज होगा. या next is Robert Raymond Riopel, ladies and gentlemen, and I attended a workshop with Robert. He's someone who's born in Canada and he was delivering pizzas. From delivering pizzas, he went on to acquire that franchise. He went on to acquire another stores, and then he got himself in lots of debt, and then he again become financially free in less than a year. So Robert is someone who comes with a charismatic personality. Like he's full of this vibration, he's full of this energy within himself. So I attended a workshop called Mission to Millions with him. Mission to Millions. And I picked up two things from Robert. The first is my mission is greater than myself. Always and always, my mission is greater than myself, and my mission is in serving others. And that is why I made my mission to make people financially free. I want learn the habits of successful people and give it to others who can use it and who can be financially free. That is the reason I made this a mission. That is the reason also I'm doing it, what I'm doing. Yeah. Next is Siddharth Rajsekar, and Siddharth Rajsekar is India's leading digital coach. So he teaches people how to make your digital program, how to make your digital course, and how to market it. And Siddharth Rajsekar gives so much value, and I highly recommend that if you want to be part of his community, buy his course. But what is that one thing of Siddharth Rajsekar that I've applied to core in my life? That is that I have to contribute 10% of my income. Siddharth Rajsekar gives so much emphasis on contribution. He gives so much focus on contribution. और सिद्धार्थ राजशेखर ये बोलता है कि अगर हम पैसे के साथ tight fisted है, like money should flow in, and if we are tight fisted with money, then it will block the flow of money. So give when you don't have it, and you will receive. It will magic will happen. So contribution is magic. That is the one thing which I started applying of Siddharth Rajsekar for a long time now. The next is Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins is world's best, most successful trainer, coach. He calls himself a life strategist. Tony Robbins is, ladies and gentlemen, I attended Unleash Power Within of Tony Robbins, and the one thing I've done from there is I believe that energy is everything, and I'm always full of high energy. I'm always keeping myself in that state. So Tony Robbins, the first thing I apply is I start with results. So I focus on the result that I have. I visualize it in my mind. I always don't start with what, but don't start with how, but I start with what and why, and I start with those results. What is the result that I want to achieve? The second thing is that being in the beautiful state, being in a state of highest vibration, being in the state of absolute certainty, absolute faith. And I do that, and I learned from Tony Robbins to do that in just 90 seconds. From being a devastating state to being in a beautiful state in 90 seconds. And the last thing that I apply of Tony Robbins in each and everything is just model a winner. Just see what the people who have become successful have done and just walk that straight path. Don't reinvent the wheel. Like जो उन्होंने किया है, जो rich and successful people कर चुके हैं, जो मेरे को करना है वो लोग कर चुके हैं, बस उनका करो और model them. Just see what they have done and model them. Yeah? And the last one is Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey is an American comedian who became a motivator from his personal life. So Steve Harvey was born as a black guy. He's a black guy, black American, and he's someone who quit his job and followed his dream. He was good with comedy and he followed his gift. And he is one of the most successful comedians in the world. And what is the two things that I follow of Steve Harvey, and he shares it from Bible, is that you have not cause you ask not. आपके पास जिंदगी में है नहीं क्योंकि आप मांगते नहीं, आप पूछते नहीं. You have not cause you ask not. And second is, write your vision and make it plain so that one who runs to it, one who reads it runs to it, and though it may tarry, and that means it shall come. And so जो भी आपका विजन है उसको लिख लो. So ask your vision and make it, write it, because your vision, although it may tarry, and tarry means that it will come, tarry means that it can take some time, but it shall come at an appointed time. It shall come at appointed time. And my level of faith in life has gone up multiple times only and only because of Steve Harvey. मतलब मैं अपना विजन, I ask and I write my vision, और फिर मेरे को पता होता है कि वो विजन आ रहा है. So Steve Harvey बोलता है कि when you ask God for something, he immediately packs it up and gives it to you. But he does not tell you the date of arrival when it's gonna come to you, but it's gonna surely come at an appointed time. It's gonna surely come at an appointed time. So my level of faith has just multiplied because of him, and I truly consider my mentor. So, what do you think? Was there anything you could pick up? Was there anything you think you could apply in your life? Tell me in the comment section. Tell me what was the one thing you could really relate to. Maybe it was your mentor who said something. So there's only 2 action points for you in this episode. And the first is, what was the one thing that was relatable to you? What was the one thing you can start applying in your life? And the second thing is, go back and just in your mind remember the one line one of your mentors, one of your teachers told you, which you apply in your life, and that line has got you results. ऐसी कौन सी बात थी जो आपके किसी ने आपको कहा और वो आपने अप्लाई करी और आपको उसके रिजल्ट्स आए? So these are the 2 action points of you. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, for watching this episode. Thank you. Please comment and let me know how you find it. Thank you.